You guys, cheers to 2021. It really did bring us so many great things like this is it, okay? This is the video, right? This is the best makeup of 2021. Stop the presses, hold the phone, alert the media, because there's really nothing else that I can think of that's good right now. So let's just do this. I am drinking a spiked nog. I have run a little bit low on whiskey. In this video, I'm going to take you through my #1 product in each category that I consider to be the best of 2021, meaning almost all of these products were released in 2021. There are a couple exceptions because I just couldn't find anything that was released this year that I loved in that category, but for the most part, everything came out this year. Before we get started, I do want to point out that this video is in partnership with Ana Luisa Jewelry. If you do not know about this incredible jewelry company, well, let me tell you a little something about it. Ana Luisa is not only an amazing company that makes incredible jewelry, it is also good for the planet. They work with trusted partners who share their values and meet their standards so that everything is fairly priced and ethically produced. So that means no unnecessary mining, and that means no unnecessary markups in the jewelry. The other great thing about them is that they use recycled materials whenever possible. So I love the fact that I'm working with a company that actually, you know, cares about people and the earth. That's nice. So Ana Luisa sent me 3 pieces of jewelry. So I'm going to take you through each piece, but I do want to point out that each one of these is perfect for stacking. So if you're a person who has multiple piercings in your ears, run, do not walk. This is perfect for you. I do have multiple piercings in my ears. However, that jewelry that's in most of those piercings, I never take out. So the jewelry that I'm showing you today is going to be in this first hole right here. This is actually a piece that I featured in another video. This is like months old, but I just decided to wear it because it is one of my favorite chains that they make. And just know that everything I talk about in terms of Ana Luisa and the products that I'm going to mention in this video are all going to be linked down below in the description box. And Ana Luisa is having an off the hook sale. Currently, if you're watching this video right when it goes up, they are having a buy one, get one 60% off sale, which is bananas. If you're watching this and that sale is no longer running, you can also use my code, which I'll put down below, that gets you 10% off. And they have a lot of jewelry that is actually marked down up to 60% off. So no matter when you're viewing this video, you are gonna get a deal if you decide to purchase some Ana Luisa jewelry. Okay, so kicking things off with the Scarlet double hoops. That's what I have in my ears right now. You can see these are so modern and so sophisticated, and they really do give the illusion of having multiple piercings when you don't. Also, just look at how shiny. Look at that gleam. I just love these because they add just a little bit of edginess, but not too much. They're incredibly light. I can't even feel these when I have them on, which is really important to me because I have quite small, dainty earlobes, and they cannot handle any sort of weight at all, really. I also wanted to mention, in terms of the sale, the buy one, get one 60% off is automatic. So that's just going to be added to your cart. You don't need a code. Just go through my link. Again, these are the Scarlet double hoops. Oh, they're just so perfect. They're perfect for everything. And they retail for $49. Okay, so next we have Jia, which is a J hoop stud. And again, these are very similar in vibe to the last earrings I just showed you. They're very chic. They're very light. They're very modern, and they're very, very stackable. Why are my hands so sweaty? Why can't I do anything? I just can't get over how light these are. Like, I actually forget I have them in. I do like to take them out before I shower and all that stuff because I want them to stay in really good condition. Admittedly, sometimes I don't take them out and I shower with them and they still look really good. So this is also the same price as the last set. This is $49. Really simple, really chic, really lovely. And then I'm going to show you my tiniest pair of earrings that they sent me, and I have to tell you, I think they're actually my favorite. Okay, these are them. Look at how cute they are. These are called Suki, and I love that there's a negative space. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. They look so, so good, again, with other earrings. So there you go. You can see her right there. Don't you just love that? It's so simple, yet it makes a statement. These are winners for me. I could keep these in at all times. And again, the price is right. These are $39. Of course, that's before any sort of sale that you get them on, but oh, they're just so cute. So these are made from recycled sterling silver, and then they're dipped in a 14 karat gold layer for a high polish finish, and they're hypoallergenic and of course lightweight. So again, Ana Luisa is running a buy one, get one 60% off sale. All of the info will be down below in the description box. Run, do not walk, because is this not just like a perfect gift for anyone? I feel like there's something for everyone on this website, truly. Okay, here we go. We're getting into the best makeup of 2021. I can't remember how I did these in the past. I was like, did I really pick out one product per category? Anyway, this felt very harrowing this year, but I really got in there. I'm excited about what I'm about to show you. So let's start. I'm going in order of application. Also want to mention that there are many, many products that are holy grails that I love. So if I don't mention this, if they don't make this cut, it doesn't mean that I don't love them. It might mean that it just didn't come out in 2021 and I can only choose one thing. Okay, starting with primer, and this is the In Beauty Project Face Glaze Skin Barrier Veil. This is a very, very recent discovery for me. It was something that State of Cate loved, and of course, now I love it. My favorite primers generally tend to be a mix of a primer and skincare, and that's exactly what this is. This has vegan squalane, ceramides, and hyaluronic acid in it. This is just gonna give you a beautiful glow, but it's not going to be, you know, super shiny, super blingy. Just like a beautiful, lit from within, healthy glow. Makeup also just adheres so well to it. It just really does glide on because of, well, the skincare elements that are in this. You also could use this as a highlighter. You can mix it into your foundation. Any of those ways are awesome ways to use this product. This is going to promote a healthy skin barrier. So, you know, this is a great thing to use if maybe you've over exfoliated, you need a little bit more TLC before you put on your makeup. This is perfect. Okay, best foundation of 2021 IMO is the Tower 28 Sunny Days Broad Spectrum SPF Tinted Sunscreen. This is just phenomenal. I'm wearing this on my face today. In fact, I tried to wear almost everything I'm talking about on my face so you can see it in action. I really do have so many foundations at this point, and I have so many phenomenal foundations, but this really rose to the top for me. It's like a tinted moisturizer, which is my favorite kind of foundation. This is alcohol-free, mineral sunscreen, reef safe. Also, it is the only foundation that has received the stamp of approval from the National Eczema Association. So if you're a person who has really sensitive skin, this is fantastic. If you're not, it's fantastic. I just don't think you can go wrong. I just think it has such a beautiful, natural, radiant finish. Also not mad about the fact that this has sunscreen in it. Again, I would put your own sunscreen underneath it because I don't think this is going to be enough by itself, but not mad about the extra boost of that. Okay, moving on to concealer. And looking at my favorite concealers that I use all the time, none of them were technically released in 2021. So this is a little bit of a cheater move, but I mean, I had to feature this. This is the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I use it almost every single time I do my makeup. It is a no-fail product. I'm wearing it under my eyes today, around my nose, and just like to cover a couple little blemishes I had over here. It is so creamy. I will say they did actually add 12 new shades in 2021 to this line, so the shade range is pretty great now. Also, kind of forgot that this was also packed with skincare, but this has caffeine, pink algae extract, peptides, and hyaluronic acid. And this is a medium to full coverage concealer, which I agree with that. I think this is definitely a medium coverage. I think you can build it up to a full coverage, but it shears out beautifully. So moving on to powder, I do have a tie between two products. First, again with Kosas, they're killing it. I love almost everything they've come out with. And this is the Breezy Cloud Set Setting Powder. You can see I'm getting down to the bottom of this. This is what I have on my face today. I've talked about this a lot. I use it again almost every single time I do my makeup. Never does me wrong. It is buildable. You can go in really, really light with it, and you can also use like a more dense brush, a more dense kabuki brush, and get a little bit more coverage with it. Either way, it just gives the most beautiful, light, airbrushed look to your foundation. I also use this to set my under eyes with. I take my Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush. Take this, just dip that baby in there, and it sets my under eyes beautifully as well. So if you're looking for a new powder, I can't recommend this enough. Even newer than this product to me is the LYS, oh, it's fingerprints all over her. The LYS Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. This is like brand new to me in the last few weeks. I know Michelle Wong has raved about this, and I'm hooked. You're like, Kate, which one do I get if I had to choose? Don't ask me that. I don't know. They're actually very, very similar. They're both just absolutely incredible. They both have very similar finishes and coverage. I'm gravitating more toward this one, I think, just because I've used the Kosas so much. I'm loving something a little bit different. This does feel very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. Maybe just, maybe not by much, but a little lighter than that, I would say. I just recently went to Atlanta to do my friend's headshot makeup, and I used this, and it looked phenomenal in the shots. I'm talking about like before editing. Okay, moving on to bronzer, and my 2021 pick is the Patrick Ta Creme Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. I have this in the shade She Sculpted. This was bought because I did a collab with Kaki Reviews Beauty. She loves this so much, so I decided to purchase it and try it out myself, and damn if I'm not like totally obsessed with this. I did use this today, a little bit on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, and did my jawline as well. And you can see it's really, really subtle, and I didn't feel like I had to be super precious with it. I used my Refer bronzer brush to apply both of these, both the cream and the powder. Went on like a dream. I never feel like I have to go back in and really like tamp this down after I use it. Very similar to me to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Matte Bronzer, which is my favorite bronzer of all time, in the sense that it just blends in flawlessly. Like you barely have to do any work, which is exactly what I want in a bronzer. Especially now that, you know, I'm not tan anymore. I'm pretty pale, so that's really important to me. Moving on to my favorite brow product of the year, and that, of course, oh God, are you getting sick of Kosas or what? The Kosas Air Brow Gel. I love the shade Dark Brown, and that's what I have on my brows today. I don't have anything else but the gel, which is why I love the gel, because if I'm in a hurry or I'm just being lazy, this is really all I need. This has absolutely replaced the Glossier Boy Brow, which has been a holy grail on my channel since day one. That is how much I love this brow gel. The reason I love it more than the Glossier is because it's a little bit drier of a formula. The Glossier, I feel like sometimes it's lovely, but sometimes it can get a little wet, a little clumpy, and I have to go back in and kind of fix it. That doesn't happen with this. I also feel like this holds my brows in place pretty well. I mean, it's not like on the level of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze, which is like a shellac, which I love, but I feel like this really is just a Goldilocks product. Okay, the eyeshadow, this was hard, okay, because I really am only gravitating toward one and done eyeshadows. That's kind of the realization I had in 2021. I know it's like so deep, right? But I'm a one and done gal. You know what I mean? I like to keep it simple. And my favorite, well, one of my favorite formulas is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. Now, this wasn't released in 2021. Obviously, this product has been around for years now. Hands down, probably the easiest eyeshadow product to apply, but they did come out with a new shade, which I am in love with. They finally came out with this in the shade Pillow Talk, and that is what I'm wearing on my lids today. I just feel like this is such a universally flattering eyeshadow shade. Damn, that's creamy. My God. Oh, it's so, so gorgeous. I'm gonna swatch this on my hand for you so you can see. It looks really brown right here, but honestly, it's more of a dusty rose. and I feel like it's not really picking up the sheen. It doesn't really have sparkle to it, but there is a radiance, and you can see it's on my eyes right now. And when you blend it out, it really does just perfectly warm up your eye, but it's not too much. This is just all I need in an eyeshadow. You know, I just need a little something to make my lids look nice and smooth. That's the other thing too. I don't feel like it shows texture, because occasionally I feel like I do get, I don't know, some like clogged pores or milia, whatever you call it, up here next to my brows. And sometimes if I wear like a super shiny eyeshadow, or just, you know, a specific formula that really points that out, I'm not loving how that looks. Not the case with this. Or you can kind of see the radiance it's picking up there. I am obsessed with this new shade of Eyes to Mesmerize. I literally took it like all the way up to my brow bone because, again, lazy bitch. And then I just took a fluffy brush and just kind of went over my entire lid and made sure it was nice and buffed out. Looks gorgeous. Looks gorgeous. So next up is eyeliner. I don't have an eyeliner that came out in 2021 that I'm obsessed with because I cannot stop using the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal eyeliners. I've said this many, many times. I sound like a broken record, but I just don't see the need for any other eyeliner with these. My go-to shade is Cocoa, and you can see I'm getting down to the very bottom of this. It just glides on. Like, look at that. What? It's so buttery. It's so easy to work with. You really can't mess up, because even if you do, you take the other end and you just like smudge it out. This kind of works as an eraser of sorts. It's like the perfect way to do my eyeliner and do a tiny baby wing like I love. Mascara. My pick is the Kjaer Weis Impossible Mascara. I'm wearing it on my lashes, upper and lower today. Guys, this is just one of my most favorite mascaras I've ever used in my entire life. It is refillable, which is fantastic. And again, it has that brush that I really am drawn to, because two sides are flat, two sides have bristles. You go into the flat side, push up your lashes, get that density and that lushness, and then you go back in with the bristled side and comb it out, and you get that fluffiness and that sexiness that just makes your eyes pop. So it really has everything. You're getting definition, you're getting length, and you're getting volume with this. I honestly don't even know that there's that much more to say with this. It's just a phenomenal mascara. I do use an eyelash curler always, but if you're a person who doesn't, you really don't need it with this, because you can just like push up your lashes, like I said. We're getting to the fun stuff. We're also getting to the very high stakes stuff, because we're doing blush. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be, because of course, I had to narrow it down to things that were only released in 2021, which thank God that made it easier. I'm going to tell you cream blush first, and then I'm going to move on to powder blush. And my pick is the Melt Cosmetics Cream Blush Lights, any of the shades, okay? The one I pulled and the one that I'm wearing in combination with the powder blush today is Honey Thief. The formula of this is truly stunning. This is a natural finish. This is a radiant finish. You can see how incredibly creamy it is. See right there? Ooh, so beautiful. Look at how that applies. And it is dewy, it is, but not too dewy. It feels very light on the skin. It doesn't feel like wet or tacky, if that bothers you. I do wish that Melt Cosmetics would come out with more shades of these. I would love to see a berry in this cream blush. Just gonna pull another one just so you can see a different shade. This is called Sandy Cheeks, and this is a burnt peach. So it has a little bit more brown in it. I just can't get over how they apply. I mean, just absolutely stunning. And I know that looks really intense, but I went really hard with the swatch. They blend out gorgeously. I feel like these kind of got lost in the mix of every single brand releasing a cream blush this year, but please don't neglect it, because these are phenomenal. Had to mention a powder blush as well, because again, I have loved so many blushes this year, but the one that won out, are you surprised, is the M Cosmetics, I have to get this right, Heaven's Glow Radiant Blush in Venetian Rose. Now, these blushes were released, I believe, in 2020, but this shade came out in 2021. This shade is, I can't even take my eyes off of it looking at it right here in the pan. It is absolutely stunning. Looks very kind of cool tone in the pan, but I am wearing this on my cheeks right now, and you can see it really does just warm up the face in this beautiful way. And it does have a really, obviously radiant is in the title, so there's a radiance to it. So if you don't want to wear a highlighter, you've already got that stunning glow from this blush. The minute I put this on my face, I remember, I think it was a live stream when I first tried this, I was like angry. It was so gorgeous. I can't get over this blush. I really, really can't. The whole Venetian Rose line from M Cosmetics, period, is incredible. It's so, so gorgeous. And listen, you know what else came out this year, which I love, are the Pat McGrath blushes. And this, for me, won out over those. And that is a very bold statement. Okay, I don't know where to put this in this video. Okay, I guess we could call this like a body glow product. This is the Fenty Body Sauce. This was this was one of my favorite products of 2021. I did a full dedicated video to this. If you need to know anything about the Fenty Body Sauce, go look at the video. I definitely use this more in the summer when I was tan. However, it's still very useful to me when I'm pale because, you know, if I have a lot of color on my face, obviously I love blush, I use bronzer. This on my neck and my décolleté really does just make everything beautifully cohesive. And this product is not, it's hard to explain, it really is blurring. There's not any like shimmer to it, anything like that at all. It just looks like you have this glowing, healthy skin. I know that this is for your body, but I personally also sometimes use it on my face. This is a gorgeous primer. This really has so many uses. I'm so impressed. I don't know what else to say. Like, I said everything there is to say about this, but you know, I guess one final plug for Fenty Body Sauce because it's the shit. Yeah. Okay, I went in and I had to add a little bit more of this Venetian Rose blush because I'm just feeling it. Okay, moving on to lip gloss. My pick is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat. So when they first came out with this, it was just in this shade, which is so incredibly beautiful. This is called Hot Cherry. And then they also came out with Hot Chocolate Heat, which I ran over to the store and had to get it. This is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It looks, you know, obviously super dark when it's in the container, but on your lips, or on my lips rather, it's just like a really beautiful, shiny nude. I love these because they're beautifully sheer, but they also have like the perfect amount of pigment. I feel like I really don't need to, you know, wear anything else with these. Just throw them on. My lips just look juicy and plumped. I am not bothered by the heat aspect of these. I love it, and I actually don't feel like it's that intense at all. I know a lot of people have different, you know, everyone's different. Some people have sensitivities, whatever. But I actually really love that aspect of these, and I really do feel like it makes my lips look more plumped. I'm just gonna show you Hot Cherry. I actually thought about wearing this today, and then I got swayed by, oh my God. I got swayed by the Hot Chocolate and decided to go with that, which I will also swatch for you. So that's what it looks like on my hand. Obviously, this is what it looks like on my lips. I just have never gone wrong with a Fenty Gloss Bomb. These happen to be my favorite next to the cream gloss bombs. Love those. But yeah, I just love the look and the feel of these so much. Okay, moving on to a lipstick. And I am just so into these lipsticks that are also sort of like a lip balm. That really is what I'm gravitating toward all the time. These are one of my favorite new releases this year. This is the Glossier Ultra Lip. Thought I had this in 5 shades. I could only find 4. I am wearing the shade Villa. It's very subtle because I've reapplied that gloss bomb so much, but I started out with this today. This shade, I just have to say, give it a shout out. It is so incredibly flattering. These are just so cushiony. They're so plushious. And even though they're really emollient, I don't feel like they move all over the place. Some products that I try like this, like Milani came out with a product this year that was similar. I really think it's beautiful, but I feel like it's almost too slippy. You know what I mean? This is just perfect. It does somewhat stay in place, but also just makes me feel like I put a nourishing lip balm on my lips. Just to show you a different shade, I think this is so beautiful for holiday, and how appropriate because it's called Fête. Like, is that not just beautiful? And what you can do with this as well is go really hard with it and then blot, and you have yourself just a gorgeous popsicle lip. I really think Glossier knocked it out of the park with these. And like I said, I am really gravitating toward this type of lipstick. I have a lot of them. These definitely rose to the top for me. Okay, so we've gotten all the way to highlight, and this was really tough because I feel like I did find quite a few glow products, quite a few highlighters that I absolutely loved this year. But I have to come back to this damn Westman Atelier lit up stick, particularly in the shade Nectar. I fell in love with the original shade of this, which is called Lit Up, which is more opalescent. I love that shade, but I feel like this is even more universally flattering than that. I'm just gonna put it on here for you. And this is a super, there you go. This is a super dewy highlighter. So if you do not like I have it on right now. If you do not like a glass skin look, if you do not like a dewy situation as a highlighter, you're probably not gonna love this. I love it. I love it. I feel like it gives you that like red carpet glow that you see at the Oscars, just that beautiful, natural, fresh-faced glow. Also, Michelle Wong has talked about how she loves to use this as a primer. I always forget to do that, but I did it one time and it looked phenomenal. There's not a huge difference between the different shades of these. It's very subtle, but I just love this sort of like light sort of peachy creme brulee shade. Can't stop doing that. I can't stop it. I also think this is a great highlighter for skin that's a little bit more mature. You want to look hydrated, and this is gonna do just that. It, like, look at that. It just gives you that suppleness. Like, even touching it right now and rubbing it into my hand, I feel like I put some sort of like skincare product on. It just feels so hydrating and lovely. Okay, the very last thing I want to talk about is brushes. And my winner for best brushes of 2021 is this Angie Hot and Flashy set by BK Beauty. It was a collab with BK Beauty and Angie Hot and Flashy. I use these brushes all the time. I used this blush brush today to apply my M Cosmetics blush. You can also use this with creams. This is my favorite brush to use, even with one and done cream shadows like today. I like to go over it with a fluffy brush, and it tends to even, well, obviously it blends it out, and it tends to make your eyeshadow look even more pearlescent and more beautiful if you buff it out with a fluffy brush. I mean, I feel like this brush right here was just hands down the winner of this set. This is her concealer brush. I use this to apply my concealer. I also use this, like I mentioned before, to go in with powder and set my concealer. This is just like, it never does me wrong. My concealer always looks phenomenal. This is kind of all I need. You know what I mean? I don't need a million eyeshadow brushes for a million different things. I really feel like this just covers everything really well. And I love the fact that this blush brush is angled. This was very specific. If you want to find out more about this set, obviously go and check out Angie's video on it, because she basically like designed these. And this is basically in order to lift your face. That's why it's designed this way. I just love this set so much. I hope this isn't sold out. I know this sold out at least once. Okay, guys, that is my best of 2021. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And like I said, everything is going to be linked down below in the description box. Please go and check out Ana Luisa. Check out their gorgeous pieces. Cannot say enough how they would be a perfect gift, a perfect last minute gift. So all of that information is going to be down below. You guys are the best. Please, for the love of God, stay safe out there. And cheers till next time. Bye.